It's here, it's here, it's here. Oh yeah. I have a router, a very nice router. It's an old one, but it's a well-made router. And honestly, I can't remember the name of it. Jeez, if I thought about it, I could. But if you've ever put a router onto a router table and then taken it off, it's a time-consuming process. And you got to get it set up right and square and level in the, it just, especially if you don't have a router table made specifically for your router, it takes a lot of doctoring and setting up. And then when you need to use your router for something else, you got to take it off again. So I was willing to do that. I started looking for router tables, and I was just going to put my router on it somewhat permanently. And my God, router tables are 130, 140, couple of $100 just for a table. So I went to Harbor Freight, and sure enough, they have a router table with. Okay, had a phone call. All right, they had a router table with a router already mounted to it, and I read some reviews, and 3 out of 5 stars or 4 out of 5 stars. And I only needed to do one thing, and that's knock the corners off my knife handles, and I show you what I mean. And I got Ricky. I got this from Ricky. Ricky's young friend who's working in his shop showed him how to do this, or not showed him how, but said, "Hey, why don't you try this?" And I thought, "Oh my God, why haven't I thought of that?" Basically, you run across your router and you knock the corners off. And my God, that eliminates, not only does it make this uniform all the way across, and it's hard to do by hand, and it's a lot of work, and that eliminates all of the possibility of not having it exactly even on each side of the spine. It starts you off with a much more professional shape. And then you fine-tune that, refine it by hand with sandpaper. So that's what that's for. Anyway, this is Ann's knife with a desert iron wood and zebra wood liners. This is Sandy's knife with a spalted hackberry. And this is the neck knife with the walnut burl. And I'm not going to clean them up today. Half the day is gone. I'm going to get this out, get it set up, and then I'm going to go start some sheaths for the 3 knives that I have finished. My brother's and both of Chris's. So let me get this out of the box and get it set up on the table over here. I'm going to put it where my jigsaw is. I bought this jigsaw for $50 thinking it would come in handy, and it just has not. So I'm buying much better blades from my friend who's in the business selling tools. And I'm just going to stick with my bandsaw. And what my bandsaw won't do here, my metal cutting bandsaw will do down there. 2 things when you buy a new piece of equipment. Always be sure to thoroughly read the instruction manual. And always install the safety equipment. Okay. And like everything I've ever assembled that was Chinese, I'm going to have to take a drill and alter something. I can't get, it's not even close, and it's got a spot weld right here, so you can't even flex this thing to make it work. So I'm just going to drill the hole out a little bit bigger on that metal there. That'll work. I'm going to get the rest of these on and see if I got to do that to all of them or just this one. All right, I got it together, and yeah, that's going to work. It's a little tight, but number one, I don't cut anything big here, and 2, I'm not going to be doing anything big here, just knife handles, so that'll be all right. And if it's a problem, what I'll do is I'll move this down to the top of that toolbox right there behind my chair. and I can move it around. But I don't think it's going to be a problem. And my jigsaw, my wife wants it, so I'm going to set it outside in her shop. Her shop, which is by my forge. I'll show you. How many men have women? Oh, that's heavy. Have women that know how to use tools. Knows how to drive an 18-wheeler. 20 years drove an 18-wheeler. This is my wife's shop. These are all my tools, but she does more. Oh, God. She does more out here than I do. I can't bring myself to let her use my table saw. I don't know why. Just the thought of her, you know, she doesn't know about kickback and that kind of thing. And it's, you know, she's 66 years old, and it's too late to teach somebody a lifetime of oopses, you know. Everybody who's messed with a table saw has had a few close calls in their life, and I'd hate for her to have an accident at 66. People our age just don't recover from trauma as easily as you do when you're young, and you can lose a finger real quick. I do let her. She uses that saw there a lot, and so basically this is where she does her carpentry work out here. And that's most of her scrap wood right there. Okay, let me go. I'm going to screw that down just so it doesn't move while I'm using it. Well, I just haven't got nothing done today, really. I mean, I did get something done. I got these handles roughed in. I'm using a, plumber's term, rough in, or electrical. I think it's even an electricologist's term. You know what an electricologist is. Anyway, this is Sandy's. I got the rough shape. This is the neck knife. Got a lot of thinning to do. This is Ann's. Okay, so I think I'm going to just clean up in here a little bit. Tomorrow is a in-town doctor day, Tuesday. I guess I'll be back out here Wednesday. See ya. Oh yeah, one more thing. I'm going to get my router bits out, bring them. They're in my other shop, in my garage there. I'm going to bring them down here, and I'm going to try these on that. I'm going to start slow. I'm going to just knock a little bit off at a time and then raise the bit up till I'm happy with it. And try a few different bits and see what works. Maybe you know what? This one is not sold. I'll try it on this first. All right. Next time you see these knives, that's what I'll be doing, is working on my new router with it. Oh yeah, and I got it. Did I show this to you yet? Got it bolted down. Oh, it's a loud machine. Yeah, I got to clean that up, put a new blade on. All right. I'll see you Wednesday. Tuesday I'll be gone all day.
Such a good price on these tree ferns.
Anybody who buys an American flag made in China should have their hands cut off.